Thought it'd be fun to take you guys on a full 24 hours in my life as an Airbnb host to kind of show you everything that goes into it other than like just the cleaning. With that though, Alex and I did just get to one of our Airbnbs to clean it. It's 10:40 right now, so let's see how they left it and how long this will take us. Also, special thank you to Guesty for partnering with me on this video. It looks clean just from walking in. So these guys stayed here for 7 nights. It was 2 guests, 1 pet, and a $930 booking. We never heard from them during their stay. It was pretty uneventful, except when they just checked out, they let us know. Is it this bathroom? They let us know that they had their leather bag on the bathroom counter and it left like a weird mark that they weren't able to get out. So, oh yeah, it's this one. I feel like barkeeper's friend will be able to get that out. We do have new guests checking in today, so it's the same day turnover. They're here for 3 days, and we get $428 from that next booking. I'm gonna try using the barkeeper's friend and just this scrubby brush to get the stain out. You can't really totally even see it in this lighting. I'm shocked that the barkeeper's friend didn't actually work. And I thought for sure that it would, so I wasn't that worried about it, but now I'm like, oh no. I Googled it and apparently trying a magic eraser might work. Nothing has worked so far. I also tried toilet bowl gel. I don't know. It looks worse in person. On camera, it's not showing super well, but it's just like, that's kind of big. But it is what it is. I'm gonna research it when I get home to see like what I can do about that. Either way, we won't be charging the guests because the countertops are really porous. Maybe not really porous, but like more porous than normal because I've used the wrong cleaning chemicals on them. So I feel like that's partially my fault. I don't know. I'm just not that worried about it. Moving on. I was just cleaning the toilet and I noticed this piece is spinning. I think it just needs to be tightened. Good thing Alex is here with me. I just need to quickly wipe out underneath the sink here. It's looking a little bit icky. We're running pretty low on paper towels and toilet paper. Usually this whole top shelf is dedicated to that, but I think I have more in the outside closet. We're starting to run low at the other Airbnb too, so it is probably time for a Sam's Club trip somewhat soon. I never remember which key it is. None of these. The key ring broke. Oh, here we go. So that's why they're all just loose, the keys. I just realized I totally forgot about returning those wood tiles, which is kind of a bummer because they were expensive. Because I was originally going to use them out here, but I didn't end up going with them. Anyway, we do have paper towels and toilet paper. Can you also text me that we need to get a leaf blower for here? For the bathroom, does it need a new one? We're pretty much done cleaning. It's 12:30, but the towels are still not dry. So we're gonna run to Home Depot or Lowe's to get a leaf blower and the hose that we're needing. I'm thinking we should get this Craftsman brand because that's the weedy whacker that we already have to use just like the same battery. But we'll see what Alex wants to do because I don't deal with the yard stuff. That's Alex. It's Lowe's that sells the Craftsman stuff, so we're headed there. We also have guests at both of our other Airbnbs, and both of them check out tomorrow. We do have to clean one of them tomorrow for new guests checking in, but the other one is my Sugar Mama Airbnb, and we have it blocked off because we're actually getting the new floors put in starting on Monday. So that's very exciting.
Oh, 99.
What's the difference? Power Bear? Oh, Plower Blower? Oh my god. Plower.
Oh, the kit includes the battery. For $10.
Yeah. Just leaving Lowe's. It was $200, which isn't too bad. And right when we walked in, we ran into one of our friends, or like Alex's friends, and he saw I had my microphone on, so he was asking if I was filming. This girl next to us ended up asking me like, oh my gosh, are you on TikTok? So she recognized me, which was so cool because that doesn't really ever happen. I think she said her name was Adriana. She was really sweet. So that was really special and cool. Headed back to the townhouse. It's literally 2 minutes away, which is very convenient. The towel should be dry by now, and then we can get going back to the doggies. This is the first time we've ever left them both home alone while we've cleaned. Alex is gonna put that stuff away and I'm gonna fold the towels. It's 1:16, we're all done here, headed home. We're home. Hello! Oh, I see I'm chopped liver compared to Dad. Hello, I missed you. Let's go get your brother. Hi, baby. Come on out. This way, Blue. Daddy's over here.
Hi.
He's looking for you.
Hi, guys.
Oh, the babies. Boys, let's go potty outside. We're having leftover Thai for lunch. I got lo mein, which isn't really Thai, which I never ever get. I love pad ki mao, pad see ew, but I was feeling lo mein. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this. I'm really hungry. Bubby's having some lunch too. He just growled at Bubby. We just got this couch.
Such a good couch.
It is really good.
Having 2 dogs is like infinitely more chaotic than 1 dog.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know if it would feel that way if one of them wasn't a puppy.
TBD. You big bullying brother. Grr. 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 Ferocious.
He likes to chew the things on my head. Okay, it's 3 o'clock now. We just hung out at home with the doggies for a little bit. And now we're going to get a coffee and a pastry out. More just to like get out of the house. We're leaving the dogs on dog mode. This is a really random choice, but we're going to that Far From France place because it's one of the only places open right now that has coffee, pastries, and outdoor seating. Everywhere else only had 1 or 2 of the 3. Okay, that was a fail. You couldn't get coffee, you could only get pastries at this time. So, on to try somewhere else. Just a regular iced latte.
Yeah, with 1 pump of vanilla.
We also got a piece of avocado toast to share with pickled onions, goat cheese, and tomato. I feel like we need to disperse the toppings more. Good?
Mm-hmm.
We're at the park now. It's cooled off a little bit, so we're just taking the doggies for a lap. It's like 2 minutes into our walk, and we actually just got an Airbnb message from the guests who were supposed to check out tomorrow at the place that we're going to be listing for sale, and they're heading out a night early. So that's convenient. We don't have to wait until checkout time tomorrow to go start cleaning it. Blue loves to be really close to Calvin when they're walking, and Calvin can't stand it. Okay, we're back home. It's 5:30 now, and this is the part that you guys don't always get to see, where I'm not at the Airbnb cleaning anymore, but I'm still like managing it and doing stuff behind the scenes because the guest that we cleaned after today just left us a review, so I'm gonna leave her one. And we need to make some guest codes for the guests checking in for the week and message them those. Especially now with having all 3 places on Airbnb, it can be a lot. And this is where Guesty has made honestly the biggest difference for me. Instead of constantly checking multiple apps to stay on top of the messages all day, everything just comes into one place. It also automatically flags gaps in my pricing or occupancy so I can fix them in seconds. One of my favorite parts is that it actually gives me performance scores for my listing photos and title. It tells me exactly what to optimize so I stay at the top of my search results and keep my booking rates high. It can also generate quick and helpful responses for common questions. So instead of stopping what I'm doing every time my phone goes off and trying to think of like the perfect response, I can respond way faster and keep things moving without it taking up my whole day. It just makes hosting feel a lot more manageable, especially on days like this where it's the weekend, so I'm still trying to balance everything. I'll have Guesty linked below if you want to simplify things on your end too. I'm gonna leave the review for the guests who just checked out because I can't read what they wrote until I leave them one. I'm just saying her name was a great guest. She left her place really clean and was easy to communicate with. Yes, I would recommend her to other hosts. And let's see. 5 stars. She said, my husband, Corgi, and I love the condo. Spacious enough for us to both work from the space easily. The outside was perfect for our pup. And I love the outdoor table to work in the morning. Yay! The first guest who's mentioned us redoing the outside. Wonderful clean space that we hope to come back to and would recommend. Yay. I wanted to ask you too, I haven't told you this yet, but somebody messaged me last night, like through Airbnb. It's hard to describe, but like, you know how they can message you or me as like a super host ambassador.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she messaged me asking if we would be interested in swapping nights with them. They're in Knoxville, I want to say Tennessee, which I don't really know anything about. What do you think?
Cool. Yeah, see what their place is like. But
That was my thought too. It just makes me worried, like, what if ours isn't nice enough?
yeah.
Like, what if theirs is really cool? Because ours are very, like, just normal places, you know?
Knoxville's just like kind of far and out of the way.
Yeah, it's not necessarily somewhere I feel like I'd want to, like, go out of
No.
my way to go.
Like if we were making a trip of it, you know, you could drive to Asheville, stay in Asheville, and then go over to Knoxville after that, and then come back. But
Yeah. I feel like I would rather swap with somebody, like,
probably like in Key West or something.
yeah. No, genuinely. When it's the weekend like this, I don't usually do the Airbnb laundry right away unless I have to. So I'm just going to let that sit there until Monday at least. So it's later that same night and we just got a call from the guest at the Airbnb that we cleaned today saying that the power in the bathroom, or the outlet in the bathroom, the one where the counter had an issue, isn't working, which we're really surprised by because we were just there and like had unplugged and plugged back in a nightlight that's in there and it was working fine. So I don't know, but we gave him the code to the closet to get the key to unlock the back door closet that has the breaker panel if he wants to see if maybe the breaker switch. We also said like we're happy to come do that ourselves, but like we would have to go into the Airbnb to do it. And we just gave him the option and he was like, I'd rather just like try first. So he's doing that right now. We're waiting to hear back from him. The thing is, the key ring just broke at that Airbnb. I was talking about it today to Alex. I don't know if it was in the vlog or not, but it's just like a bunch of random keys now. And I don't know which one it is to tell him. So he just has to try a bunch of keys, which is annoying. So note to self, need to get a new key ring and to label the correct key for that outdoor closet. Good morning. It's the next morning. The whole outlet in the bathroom situation got figured out. They just had to reset it. It's like a GCFI outlet. It was the outlet in the other bathroom they had to reset. And so now it's working. Because we were going to go over there this morning, but it ended up getting figured out. We also got a message at like 10:45 last night from our guests at the Sugar Mama Airbnb. They just needed like the password to the Fire Stick on the TV, which thank gosh we knew what it was because nobody's ever asked us for that before. Like just pure luck, we guessed what it was. And then they texted us or messaged us at like 5 a.m. saying that they checked out. So they were up late last night. Editing Emma here. This is a great opportunity to have used Guesty's reply AI. I just didn't think of it in the moment because it was 5 a.m. This part is just a screen recording to give you an example of how it would work. I didn't want to show my actual guest information, but it helps you really quickly think of good responses when your brain maybe isn't working at 5 a.m. like mine wasn't. Now we are on the way to the third Airbnb, the long-term rental, the one that we're going to be selling. We just have to turn it over. We have guests that checked out, the ones who checked out early. And you guys checking in today. So we're gonna clean it. We have the lawnmower because Alex has to mow the lawn. So I'll show you guys how they left it when we get there. Okay, we just got here. It looks like they left it pretty clean, just the usual. Alex is putting the towels and stuff on and we're gonna get to cleaning. It's 11 o'clock and we just finished cleaning. So I'm gonna end the vlog here because it's been a full 24 hours. I hope this is fun for you guys. I never know like how much of my personal life to show because I don't know if it's boring, but this is fun. So hopefully you enjoyed it and got a glimpse into like how much messaging and like behind the scenes stuff goes into the Airbnbs outside of just the cleanings. With that, I'll see you in the next one.